Hi everyone, it's Mikael here, and I'd love to chat a bit about the Healing Circle, which is a monthly event that Leanne and I organize and that we very much enjoy. And it is a membership program that you can sign up to. And so I want to go in depth and really share what the Healing Circle is about and how you can benefit from the Healing Circle. How it can really have a positive impact on your journey. So first of all, let's chat a bit about what is healing. Because I think that's so fundamental. And to me, healing is, to realize your wholeness. So you realize that you're already whole and complete. And which is like remembering yourself on the deepest level. Remembering who you are and remembering why you are here on this planet. And so, we've got many different aspects, many of us, and some of those aspects are our conscious mind, and other aspects could be unconscious, and they could be like different ages, right? Like an 11-year-old or something, right? And there could be all sorts of other energies that you're processing. And so some of those aspects might be integrated in your being. You might be consciously aware of them, and others maybe you're not. In the Healing Circle, it's all about bringing these different aspects home. And it might be that when your vibration starts to raise, so when you become more and more tuned into the higher vibrations, these other aspects often come up naturally to be shown to you. And so to come back into that realization of being whole and complete. And you might ask, if I'm already whole and complete, right, then why do I need healing, right? Why do I need a healing path? And the short answer is, you don't, but it could be very beneficial. At the same time, you don't need it, but it could be useful. And so that movement towards wholeness is very natural, because we naturally are on the path to wholeness, right? But some of us might be on a more of a scenic route, like going slow, and others might want to take the highway. They might want to go quicker on that path back to wholeness. And so being consciously on this journey of remembering yourself on the deepest level accelerates that movement towards wholeness. And it's not an intellectual understanding, right? Because you could know you're whole, right? You know that you're whole and complete and one with source on an intellectual level, right? But then all those emotions, that if you go back to the 11-year-old, right? Do they know about it, right? And so that is actually connecting. It's about connecting with these different aspects in a positive way. And when I say connecting, it's like a plug that you put in a socket, like connecting them to the light of source, basically. And so these different aspects, and just want to go on a little bit about that as well. Because we might have learned to deal with them in a certain way, right? Like when we grow up, we might have learned to withdraw, for example, right? Or maybe to vent our anger, right? To try and get our way. Or maybe to achieve, right? There's so many different like ways that we that we've learned to cope with different impulses and energies. And so what we do kind of in the healing circle is we connect to the energy of the divine feminine, which means a space in which you can embrace all these different aspects of yourself. It's like a confirmation that all is allowed to be there, like receiving unconditional love, right, as a confirmation. And in that space in which everything's kind of allowed to be, it's easier to come back to that wholeness, that completeness. So that's why in the healing circle we very much connect with the energies of the divine feminine. So kind of that connecting to a space in which everything is held in love and acceptance. And that space is always there because you're always loved by the universe. But these energies that we work with really emphasize that. So what we do in the healing circle, let's talk a bit about how it's structured as well. We draw a card from the Lemurian Starchild Oracle each month, and the Lemurian Starchild Oracle is the oracle deck that Leanne and I have created. So Leanne and I draw a card each month, and then in the healing circles, usually on Zoom these days, and often Leanne's there with me as well, and we really attune to the energies deeply, with everyone who's there on the Zoom, and maybe people that are not there but they are watching later and picking up the energies as well. And so we go into beautiful deep journey where we bringing through the energies through words and through light language as well. And so we connect to the energies that are useful in that moment for anyone who's connecting to the healing circle, who's watching live or watching later. And in that connection, we kind of just, we bring it through to kind of like a channel of light. And so it's a beautiful way to just to receive, the energies that you need in that moment to help you on your journey of wholeness, of self-remembrance. And so that comes back to a beautiful space of presence as well. And so after, just going on a little bit about the structure as well, after a deep journey like that, we go into sharing as well. So anyone who wants to share can share their experience with others, and it's very useful to receive that as well, to receive the sharing for others, and to express yourself if you feel called to. So that's those two elements of the deep journey and the sharing, and sometimes we do a couple of journeys as well. And we talk a bit about the card as well, like how did we get inspiration for the card and what was the process. So it's a beautiful way to go into that integration. So that's what I'm going to call the facet of bringing these different aspects in yourself, these conscious and unconscious aspects, kind of bringing them all home, back to your heart, back to a recognition of being whole and complete. So that's one facet, and another facet is your light family. So in this process, where all of these different aspects are kind of recognizing that they're whole and complete, right? You're also connecting with your light family. And it's interesting because, one thing that my light family tells me is that it's kind of an instant thing, recognizing that you're whole and complete. But you can do it each day, so it kind of deepens. So it's both an instant thing and a process. And your light family knows exactly where you are. They know where you're at in the journey, and they can kind of take you by the hand and really assist you with the bringing in the energies that you need, bringing in the guidance that you need. Maybe you need to hear something, right? Maybe you need to hear certain words that help you to, just make something kind of click, where you got an insight. And so your light family, like assists you, like Archangel Michael, for example, is very present in our circles. And then there's Pleiadian and Lemurian guides. So Lemuria, it's kind of a word that indicates beautiful, pristine, and Edenic energy of unconditional love and the divine feminine. And the Pleiades is kind of a very cosmic energy. And these guides, these light family members, they know us very well, and they know all these different aspects. It's kind of like they can look into our conscious and unconscious. So the more we open up to them, the more we allow them to look, right, the more they can assist us in a gentle space of love. And so in these circles, what we do is we open up to our light family, so we allow them to look. And this kind of comes back to something that I said earlier, which is like, why do I need healing, right, if I'm already whole and complete? But if you open up to your light family, right, and show them these aspects, so to speak. I mean, you don't need to consciously show them, but just indicate that, that they're allowed to fully see you. That whole process becomes a lot easier. That whole process of bringing all these different parts back to wholeness, because it's what we're doing anyway, right? But it's just like, the big question is like, how much are you resisting it, right? Like, where might you be closing the door to to wholeness and completeness. Maybe there could be a fear, right? That, you know, you don't want to get emotional or something, or you don't want to admit maybe parts of yourself. Maybe you think that that you're bad or dark or something like that on a deep level. And then your light family is here kind of to show you that, you know, you are pure light, and there's nothing to be afraid of, right? So it's a whole different way of looking, right? So if you're in that kind of mode where you're resisting it, right, and you then say, why do I need healing, right? Why do I need to realize that I'm whole and complete if I'm already whole and complete, right? And then again, you know, the answer is you don't need to do anything, but it could make your life easier, and it could make your energy flow more easily, right? Because you're not blocking it, and you be maybe more effective, right? More loving towards yourself and others. So you don't need to do anything, but you know, but it's interesting, right? It's kind of like an exploration, right? An interesting exploration to go into. And so the facet of, you know, like light family can go very deep, right? Your light family can guide you, right, day to day, like during the day, and it doesn't have to be like they're instructing you to do anything, like go left, go right. But when you open up to them, it's like you might find that you get symbols, that you get ideas and colors and words that again, you know, just makes something click at a certain time. And the light family is beyond space and time, but they know when to come in, right? They understand that we are in space and time. They're just outside of it. It's kind of an overarching thing, right? Like, that's why it's called archangel. So they, you know, they helping us from for example, Archangel Michael knows you very well, right? So they could help you with all sorts of different things. And so on the healing path, right? Like, and maybe if you're resisting things or something, they might show you, like, they might give you a map, right? Map back to source. Like kind of a gentle way to go back to source. It's all about gentleness. And it all comes back to that space of unconditional love, in which everything's embraced. And there's other facets of, you know, purification and clearing and all of that. But it goes hand in hand with that embrace of all aspects. I would say that's where it starts. Because if you clear something from a space where you're denying it, it doesn't really work. So that's why that journey of wholeness and completeness comes in again. So you first you stop denying it, right? Whatever it is, right? It could be some form of addiction, or it could be anger towards yourself or others, all sorts. And if you're not, let's say, seeing it for what it is, right? But it's kind of a blind spot. And you then try and purify it, you still got that blind spot. So it's interesting, like, there's another aspect that unconditional love that's kind of fundamental. And so that's what we're kind of doing in the healing circle, and what our light family assists us with. And then I kind of touched on this before, but another facet is that we're raising our vibration, and we're allowing these high vibrational energies in our vessel, in our bodies. And that leads to what I would call a stabilization, where we start to feel really stable in, like, while these energies are flowing, and kind of confident, so we can still do our kind of daily things as well and still receive these energies. And what I sort of often talk about is breathing, sort of breathing in light, kind of in and out, and then feeling that breath of light flow into your body. And each breath, you're breathing in light. And what that does is it anchors the energy, the activation, and stabilizes it, so that you're not like going anywhere else in the healing circles, like flying away into the multi-dimensions. And even if you do, we always encourage to bring that back to breathing in light and allowing the light to flow through your body. And in that way, the light just stabilizes in your vessel. The flow stabilizes, you could say. It's always changing, but the flow stabilizes. But that, I mean, is, it doesn't bring you out of balance, but you're just feeling really, really comfortable with the light and the energy. So that's a beautiful process. And it all comes back to, the divine feminine and the kind of the embrace of all aspects. We've kind of culturally, we kind of learn to suppress certain things and maybe push ourselves. I can't think of the right word right now, but it kind of becomes like a competition, like we gotta win, right? We gotta win over that, like whatever obstacle, right? Like overcome the obstacle or something like that, right? But so that's what we learn, right? That's and so it's kind of fighting against something. Whereas I feel it's important to to kind of embrace, and in that way, you become more and more aware of different aspects, and from a neutral awareness, right? Not a split awareness where it's kind of you against an obstacle, right? But it's like a neutral awareness where where you kind of at one, and then you're more aware of anything playing out in terms of different emotions, different energies and aspects within yourself. And from there you start to guide them back to wholeness, right? So it's got nothing to do with some sort of competition. But it's got everything to do with awareness and love, like receiving unconditional love from the whole universe. And so that's what I would say is like the spirit of the healing circles. It's kind of what we do and what we kind of convey. It's all about that space of unconditional love, in which there's this natural movement towards wholeness, and by bringing that to our awareness, we accelerate it, and so more and more. We're just in a beautiful flow of unconditional love. And then what I just want to talk a little bit more about our light family, by the guides. So there's Archangel Michael, very present in the healing circles, and it's just kind of like this beautiful angelic energy that helps you to feel sort of safe, right? That helps you to feel safe, helps you to feel that you're protected. And that protection's got everything to do with your vibration and your connection with your light family. Just like you're under the wings of Archangel Michael, for example. And then the way you receive guidance, right, from Michael, it's never forceful, right? It's always really in the flow and really appropriate for the moment. And Michael helps you to integrate that angelic energy and let go of fear, let go of anger, and just be in a beautiful neutral space. That kind of, on one hand, it goes beyond the day-to-day mental, emotional realms. On the other hand, it kind of guides you through it as well. So it's a beautiful combination of that. And then Michael brings in beautiful colors like blue and kind of sacred geometrical shapes as well, that are going to really help you to attune to the higher vibrations in a beautiful kind of stabilizing way. And then the Lemurian energies just to really help to open your heart to beautiful unconditional love and connection, like a harmonious connection and inspiration and manifestation, all from a space of unconditional love. And then there's this beautiful energy of the divine feminine that's just very much in harmony with nature. So the Lemurian energies, very much recommended as well. And of course, like I said, for each circle we draw a card from the Lemurian Starchild Oracle. So the Lemurian energies are very much present in the circle. And sometimes we talk about, like Lemuria as a civilization, but even more, it's kind of like an energy, like a template, an energetic template that we attune to. It's kind of a pristine energy that has never left us. And many people have Akashic memories from Lemuria. So they've got incarnations where they were very connected with the Lemurian energy. When they feel this connection with Lemuria, those memories start to kind of reactivate as well. So start to remember like certain gifts and things like that. So that's a lovely process as well, that the healing circle can play a role in. And then there's the Pleiades, which are beings that are very evolved. They've got kind of an outer planetary intelligence, and so they're very high dimensional, and they like to share their spiritual technology. They like to share their activations of light. They like to share their light language and their vibration, and they can help us clear our energy as well. And light language plays a big role in the healing circle as well. That's another facet. Light language is very intuitive, sounds, shapes, art. There are all little activations, they're all little light codes, little activations in each piece of light language that all help us go back to source. So sometimes we speak the light language, sometimes we sing it, and it kind of goes beyond, very much goes beyond the linear mind, and it's very much connected with the heart, and with your connection with source, with the whole universe. And so there's all sorts of varieties of light language, but our light language is very much connected with Archangel Michael and Lemurian and Pleiadian energies. And so when we go into the journeys and the words and the light language, you might like to just make yourself very comfortable and just to receive the energies. Maybe you want to lie down or sit back and just receive it, and use in your journey whatever is useful for you. So this light language, it raises the vibration. And kind of our linear mind can't define it, but in our heart we understand it very well. We understand the meaning of light language very well. So we're blessed to bring through this gift of light language. And so I want to talk a little bit about the effects of the energies in the healing circle as well, because it brings in an activation. So I touched on this just before, like maybe Lemurian energies, like and the remembrances of Lemurian gifts can activate your DNA. So for many of us, our DNA has got like dormant aspects. And our DNA is very fundamental to the way we function. And when it activates, we might activate gifts of light language, for example, gifts of healing, gifts of channeling energies, gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience. There's many telepathy. There's many aspects to it. Gifts of connection with our light family. So all of those are activations. And then also we might be able to receive a clearing from the energies. It means kind of go into a state of surrender, and we just let go of anything we no longer need, which is something that we encourage as well in the circles. Just letting go and allowing the purification that is offered by the divine. And so another aspect as well that that you might benefit from when attending the healing circles is deepening connection with your light family, because when we do the healing circles, we're bringing through the energies. We're on this on this frequency of, for example, Archangel Michael, Lemurian Pleiadian guides, and you're kind of receiving that frequency in tone of voice, in way of speaking, and then even when the healing circle, that particular monthly circle has ended, you might still recognize those energies when you hear them from your light family. So it's it can attune you to your light family in a very profound way. And then another beautiful effect of the healing circle is that it supports your journey of realizing that you're whole and complete. So the energies that we bring in all support that, and it's like a beautiful space that you can relax in and allow the process, and it helps the process, supports the process as well. The natural process of going back to wholeness, that we're all on in this life, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're all going there. We're all going there naturally, right? But why not explore a bit deeper? And there could be so many benefits to that as well. It's all about like a heart connection. So all of these beneficial things that I said will help to open your heart to the presence of the whole universe. And that is a wonderful journey, because that presence it's already there, right? Just like you're already whole and complete, but by attuning to it, you align yourself to it, right? And that presence is a beautiful feeling, but in addition to that, it also makes you more effective in doing whatever you came to do here on Earth. And that's something that you also start to realize gradually. You gradually realize what that is, what you're here to do on Earth. So all of that, it it all sort of comes together. All of these different facets, when you open up to them more and more, and that's what our healing circle is all about. And so you can join live on Zoom, but you can also watch the replays, and you'll still be connected with the energies as well in that way. So there's different ways that you can join in, and we've got 2 different plans. One's at £3.33. You can join the live Zooms. The other one's £7.77, and with that one you also get the archives, and you get additional audio meditations. So when you have the archive, you can watch back all of the healing circles that we've previously done, which is I believe is over 30 different circles. So you could watch for hours and take in all of these different energies. So we've got all of that available for you if you want to join us in the circle, if you resonate with it and you feel that it's something that you're interested in. I've shared a page in the comments from our website Lemurian Starchild Oracle.com, where there's a page on there called Join the Healing Circles, and you can read a bit more, and you can also buy a subscription. So and you can read testimonials as well. So people, some people have been in the circle for a long time, right? And others kind of flow in and out, and with both of those are perfectly okay. And it's always possible to cancel just by the kind of the click of a button. You don't have to contact us even. You can just do it on the website. So that's also very easy. And we're kind of doing this, out of a calling, you could say, to work deeper with the Lemurian Starchild Oracle, with the energies, and to really share the energies with everyone. That's kind of the calling from Leanne and me is kind of what we're all about. And we love to share these energies, to bring them through, and to co-create this circle. So that's kind of what the healing circle is all about. I think I've gone over most of these aspects, and when you're part of it for a while, you can kind of feel, which is what I've noticed anyway, the deepening of the energies, like by this rhythm of being a part of it each month. So if you have any questions about the healing circle, please do contact Leanne or me or myself, and we're happy to give you the information that you need. And so just say a little bit about what the healing circle is based on as well, which is the Lemurian Starchild Oracle. It's our oracle deck that we've published, that Leanne and I published in 2019. And it's got 88 cards and 340-page book, all connected with the Lemurian energies, Pleiadian energies. And when you're interested in getting the Lemurian Starchild Oracle, you can go to the same website, so it's very easy. Lemurian Starchild Oracle.com. And the picture behind me is the Elder's card from the Oracle. So, and it's been lovely to, really lovely to connect, and just to share what we're all about. I haven't really looked yet if there's any comments, so I'll do that now. I've got a heart, that's always nice. Oops, let's have a look. Eduardo's here from Brazil, that's lovely. Are the Lemurians from Pleiades? Right. Okay, that's an interesting question, Eduardo. And I would say that the Lemurians, they're from all over the universe, but the Pleiadians have assisted in their evolutionary journey. by bringing in their evolutionary intelligence, their genetic codes, their light language codes, and their knowledge. So the Pleiadians have kind of come to, they've come into this process of Lemuria, and they've brought in their assistance. So you could say that, you know, some of the Pleiadians are really connected with Lemuria, have come from Pleiades to Lemuria to now, right? to their earthly journey. And some of them might still be here on the planet. And then there's other Lemurians that maybe came from other places as well. So it could be a beautiful mixture. And then ultimately, you know, we're all from source, one way or another. And a lot of us have got Lemurian codes, cosmic codes, because our journey, you know, goes much deeper than just this planet, right? Even though some of us have been there, have been on this planet for a long time, and they almost forgot that, you know, they're far, far beyond that. But now all those beautiful memories are coming back. So it's a beautiful journey, and you know, that's what's happening in these times. This shift of vibration, this new paradigm that is coming in, which is just a beautiful flow of energy. So thank you for that question, Eduardo. Yeah, I'm very happy to go into that. Very lovely. Right, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for receiving this information, and please let us know. Let us know any questions or comments. Okay, thank you so much, and bye for now then. Okay, bye bye.